Okay, thank you, moderator. Hello, guys. Good morning, everyone. Nice to meet you here in the movie analysis seminar. This is a big opportunity to me to become keynote speaker in this movie analysis seminar. Last week, I was contacted by committed to become a keynote speaker in this seminar. And I was so excited and I accept that over before knowing the material that we want to analyze beforehand. But I think this is actually more like series analysis, series analysis seminar because the material that we want to analyzing is the series that you will know before, or maybe this is accompany your childhood memory, or maybe present. On this occasion, we will discuss about SpongeBob, a series about a sea creature that live under the sea called Bikini Bottom. And what we will discuss about SpongeBob, huh? This is a life matter of Squidward that relate to you all, guys. Okay, without any further ado, let's go on. So, what will we discuss today is general American value in SpongeBob SquarePants. So, as you know that I'm an expert in cross-cultural understanding in English literature. So, in this series, I think some value is related to general American value in SpongeBob SquarePants. I don't know because maybe the series is made in America, so they put the general American value in the SpongeBob. But that I see in the series, some of value in the Bikini Bottom is maybe a little bit related to the America value. Okay, so what's the general America value that appear in the SpongeBob series? Okay, let me see. The first is freedom. Patrick is described as character who is free and not bound with any rules. So before we discuss about the Patrick who sleep there, freedom is mean like every American people is not bound with any rules, so they can do anything what they want without any rules that bound them. So in this series, I think this is more related to the Patrick. Like as you know that Patrick is can do anything what he wants to do. He always come and go in the sail, and yeah, as you know that everyone is they don't put a matter with Patrick. Like Patrick wants to do something stupid in the middle of the town that everybody want to notice it and let what the Patrick wants to do. Yeah, yeah. And the second general America value is individualism. Yeah, maybe you all know about the squid, but like see, this squid is always want to be alone. She don't want to be described with SpongeBob and Patrick, and he feel calm when he alone in his house. As you know that he really like to be someone who wants to enjoy his me time, quality time alone in his house. So this is represented an individualism of American people. So in America, every people is individualism, so they don't have any matter with the another individual. For example, as me in America, I don't give more attention for the another American people because there is their problem, not my problem, and we want to deeply know about them. Except they tell to us. Okay, the third general America value that appear in SpongeBob is punctuality. As you see that in season 3, episode number 68, SpongeBob is always on time in his work. SpongeBob is character who always disciplined at and on time at a work. Uh, Punctuality is general America value that is mean like all of America is, as you know that it's really on time, maybe like that. And you can see this is really represented in SpongeBob. Like SpongeBob is always done his work very clear and very fast. That like when Mrs. Crab uh, told him to make Krabby Patty, he can make 1,000 of Krabby Patty in a minute. So really, it's amazing, right? And uh, when he wants to go to work, he's really, really on time. Like this is one episode that SpongeBob late 1 minute, and it's make SpongeBob really overthinking about that. Okay, and the next is volunteerism. Volunteerism is mean like every American people want to be the first. Want to be the first is mean like in this field, I want to be the first. I want to be the one who made up. So Sandy and Plankton character who always try to discover a new things and want to be the first. As you know that Plankton is he really try to be make some amazing creature uh, to make the creature that can make him have a secret formula of Krabby Patty. So this is show that Plankton is don't want to be down under the crab. So he really try to discover a new thing to make him more than crab. So this is volunteerism. And Sandy, as you know, that Sandy, he is the scientist in the sea, right? In that Bikini Bottom, and Sandy is always discover a new thing. For example, like he he make the he make the machine that can duplicate another creature, or maybe he make a machine that can make the food become to your stomach without eat it. It's really amazing, right? This is what called a volunteerism. So in this bikini bottom, volunteerism is C in the sandy and the plankton. Okay, next is equality. Equality is mean in America, you all same. Uh, Whatever you are a president, you are a bandit, or you are an artist, everybody is equal. They don't give another special treatment to be another person. So everybody is equal. Like you see that in this movie, uh, we know that Mrs. Crab is the boss of the SpongeBob and Squidward, but they treat Mrs. Crab is really equal. They don't make Mrs. Crab like really really formal way, but it doesn't mean SpongeBob and Squidward is lost respect for Mr. Crab. They always respect him, but in this treatment they always become equal. Okay, the next informality. As you know that maybe informality is not little bit different with equality because uh, informality is mean you do it you treat everyone whatever they do, as you know that in Disney. Likewise, Mrs. Puff, even though she is a teacher outside the classroom, SpongeBob treat her as usual. As you know that uh, in outside of the classroom, yeah, you are the people, same as me. So I don't really treat you like someone who the best here, so someone who more than me, because in the formality, right? Okay. The next is idealizing what is practical. Idealizing what is practical is every America people, they always do it yourself. So they make everything by themselves. Uh, For example, like if you know 5 minute craft, yeah, but I don't recommend to you to do it because everything 5 minute craft is not really good thing to do. And this series, uh, idealizing what is practical is more appear in Mrs. Prep. Why? Because Mr. Krabs always makes things himself. This is done because he is tight-fisted with his money. So everything will know Mr. Krabs is really tight-fisted, right? Uh, so in this movie, season 8, episode number 154A, this is a little hole in the Krusty Krab wall, and Mrs. Krab have an idea to make a drive-through, and SpongeBob over him to something like a good thing to make a drive-through. But Mrs. Krab refused all of them and more prefer to choose something can be said a trusting, a trash to make a drive-through. So it's really, really, really tight fisted, right? Okay, the next is mobility. Mobility is mean every America people is like to mobility to nomaden, like that nomaden. This is caused from their ancestor, from their ancestor background, because the American people is, as you know that American people is an immigrant, so they always move to different part of a city. This is causes because uh, they want to avoid the old problem, so they move to the other place to start a new life. And you see that in the season 2 episode number 26B, Squidward who finally moved to Squidleaf housing to get away from SpongeBob and Patrick. Like you see that Squidward is really happy from finally he can move to avoid the SpongeBob and Patrick who always disturbing him every day. So this is a represented mobility of a general America value in SpongeBob. So Squidward is really really hard, and you see that in his face. He's really enjoy to move. He's finally moved to the other places to avoid SpongeBob and Patrick. Okay, and the last one is process. Process is mean you have dream that will be uh, always do for your child. This is like can be says American dream. So this is dream will be do until it's really does in at least in really realizing. Uh, so progress in this movie is you can see that SpongeBob want to be like his grandfather, SpongeBob grandfather want to be a famous cook. So as you see that this is a dream that SpongeBob want to realizing from his ancestor. Okay, guys, that's all for me. I think you really enjoy what I'm praising to you all, guys. And thank you for your attention. So if you have any question, feel free to me. Thank you.